Hello everyone, welcome to Bargain Gaming, where we can play excellent games without busting our wallets. This is episode 19 of Warband, Mountain Blade Warband. So we are still in Khudan, and we are in our favorite hunting ground because of the Tundra Bandit lair over here. This has been good business for us so in this area and in this area also for sea raiders. It has been very profitable for us, and that is reason why we have built up 48,000 dinars already. So again, since this we have been doing primarily concentrating or focused on economics in this game. So right now we have in terms of businesses, this is where we have put our money in. So the oil press in Veluca is throwing off good money at 339, 336. A brewery in Ravedan, we have fed that. We have provided all the grains for it. So Ravedan has a lot of grains. Corral itself, we've been feeding it, but it is raw materials or iron ingots are available in Corral itself. Same with Rivacheg. The only difference in Rivacheg, that's the reason why it is producing so much, like 1,800 a week, is that we bought the raw silk in Rivacheg for about 250 to 300 dinars. Plus, we supplied them with a bunch of dyes, which we got from the Southern Sultanate, Saranid Sultanate. And then in Halmar, we started a brewery in Halmar. So again, we have put a lot of grains there, so that will be pretty consistent. Same with Dirim. So Ravedan, Halmar, and Dirim will have consistent brewery. So that number will not change that much. I'm surprised that their Cuba, they promised us like close to about 300. We're only getting 190. So the dye works, weavery and dye works at Amarad is doing okay. It's not as good as Rivacheg, although we don't feed it, so it is self. The reason why we put a dye works in Amarad is because around Amarad is where we got all the cheap dyes. So at least that's one advantage in that area. So that's the reason why we have another dye works in Amarad. We cannot have too many weavery or the same business, except for, I think, brewery. Maybe it's the reason why, because we have now 3 breweries. That's why it has dropped. The income from breweries has dropped. We have 1 wine press in Darcuba and 1 oil press in Veluca, but that's very far, right? So we're back in Khudan, and the reason why I am making a recording of this is that apparently in Khudan, I don't know whether we're being fed the right information here. We were told that if we talk to the guild master, he will tell us that the oil press here will make good money. Again, the cost of the investment will be 4,500, and then while our oil press will produce oil worth 928, the top line is pretty high at 928. The cost will be on raw materials is 480, labor is 80, so a net of 368. So this is surprisingly pretty good. So no, that's not economical for us. The reason, you know what? I don't know how good reliable that information is. Let's go ahead and just do this, okay? Here's the money for the land. So hopefully it will actually produce 368. And the reason why we're doing that is because we do have the money. And so right now, there used to be Khudan. Why the other reason why we made so much money is because the ransom broker was here in Khudan, and so when we hunt around here, we can always come to Khudan and sell off the prisoners we have. So, but this time there is none, and so we have. I'm gonna make my way over to Ravadin, and hopefully, oh, let's go. We have not checked on Tismir in a long time. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes these areas are the ones that give us a raw silk. So not in Tismir, Karindi. Let's go check on Karindi. And I'm hoping that the ransom broker has moved to Ravadin. If not, we will go to Corral and then find out if he's there. If he's not in Corral, we will make our way all the way over here to Tyr. The reason why we want to do that, oh, Elezalit has leveled up. The reason why we want to go to Tyr is because, oh, Vagar Horseman is now Vagar Knight, and Lezalit, he has leveled up. Okay, we will continue on strength, and so we will have one extra point. So once he hits 12, we will increase his power draw and power strike. So we will leave that 1 point available to train him up with. Okay, and then a reason why we want to go to Tyr, so that I think in the first playthrough that we had, it was a good place to set up a leatherworks. So let's find out if we, yeah, because if that's the same, we're setting up more and more businesses, and right now the majority of our investments are all around, mostly in Vagar area. So I guess we will have to, you know, side with Vagars. We have no choice, because if we join another faction and they turn around and no, it's a wandering minstrel. Jeez. Okay. Go to the marketplace. Let's just check. Do a quick look. Wow, these are very, very expensive. Okay, we can buy this. 39.53, 50 plus. We can sell one of these. Sell one of these. Put the fish back up here. And then go check on our brewery, and we can leave the leather over here. Reason is that we might invest in a leather working. Okay, let us put this here. Keep that in. Yeah, that would be one of our storage areas. We're actually very heavy, right? I think, yeah, let us... You know what? We're going first time to Tyr. We've not... In this playthrough, we have not visited Tyr. So, we might be able to sell those over in Tyr. Okay, let's get out of here. So the key is finding a ransom broker, and we have not found any. Okay, let's go to Sambuja, Rebache. How fast are we moving? 5.8? Who's this guy? Deserters, Vagar, Footmen. Oh, we don't have room for them. Okay, Salt. Jeez. Hopefully, Sambuja doesn't. It's usually just grains, but Rebache sometimes produces steel ingots. Yep, exactly. Yes, 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 yes. Cool. And that's reasonable. Okay. Anything under 100 for that is reasonable. Okay, let's leave. So sometimes they. So Ribache is tied to Corral. So that's why it always makes sense to visit it, so that we can use the material or the steel ingots. Sometimes they produce it and we can just give it to them. Yes, ransom broker. We have 3,000 bucks worth of prisoners. And then we can go to the ironworks and drop off the iron ingot we just picked up. Ouch, we just used 2 of them. Hey, where is it? Okay, did we check on the goods area? How much are they? Yes, okay. 163, 174, 184. Ouch, okay. You know what? The 184 might be on the high side. Let's give it back, yeah. 174. Yeah, let's give it back. I think if they stick around for the next week, it will go down in value anyway, so we can just pick it up then. Okay. How about arms? Battered? No, we don't want a battered one. Morning Star. Armor. We need to upgrade the armor of our companions. Horse. Heavy war horse. 175 hit points, so they are actually a lot more. Ooh, okay. Yeah, they're a lot more durable. Okay. We can leave. The other thing is that I was thinking, I don't know what kind of business we can set up in. Hold on, let us find the characters that we work with, like Matheld. We have not seen her in a while. Whereabouts are unknown. Nizar. Whereabouts unknown. Lezalit is with us. So Nizar and Matheld, supposedly they can work with each other. I mean, if we have them both in our party, they will not leave. And once we have like businesses that are producing about 4,000. So based on our weekly budget, if we have right now we have business, yeah. So right now it's, yeah, we have business producing 4,000 per week. So once we get there, we're already there. I think we can now go to the next level. And the next level would be to improve our combat ability. I think our current candidate declared war against the Kingdom of Swadia. Wow. Okay. What I was so that wow, that Swadian are fighting 4 factions now. Wow, it would be a good time to join the Vagars. See, they're at war with the Vagars. It's at war with the Kyrgyz Khanate. It's at war with the Nords. It's at war with the Saranid Sultanate. I think, see, the reason why I'm thinking of that is that because they are currently being brutalized by 4 factions, we can come in and steal Tybalt Castle and or Arduna or Rindir Castle. I want to take this one because then we are within, we're still within the kingdom of, very near the Vagars, or Derchos. I think Tilbalt or Rindir. Rindir is good. Oh, they've taken Ulun and okay. And they have taken Unuzdak too. No wonder everybody's after them. Wow, okay. This would be, look, they are really being clobbered by everyone. Or we can take Kelredon. Wow, the thing is that we have to hold it off against. Yes, I think we should join the factions now. Okay. I think let's go offer our services to Yarogleg. The only problem is that our businesses over there will now be affected. Let's buy this. So they have wine here. So maybe Sargoth would be a good wine area because Fenada, Firiken are, and I think and Ambeen are 3 villages. There's Firiken is over here. Fenada and Ambeen are subject to Sargoth. And if Finada is producing grapes, then this would be a good place to invest a winery, right? Nobody here. Ouch. Okay. Let's go to the marketplace. Yeah, let's look at if the grape price is here. 69. Not too expensive. So ale is on the high side. Leatherworks 228. This is wine. So maybe we can do wine over here. Grain is 35. 29. How about wool? 85. Bread 46. Arms. Armor. Okay, we need the thick coat of plates. Wow, 18,000? Jeez, that's a lot of money. Okay, horses. Okay, let's take a walk around the streets. Okay, this got to be the Guildmaster. Bread making, 84 bucks a week. No, that's not good. Ale. The top line is 206. No wonder it's only 124. Elsewhere, it's up to 250 on the top line of sale price, I mean. And then, how about Leatherworks? Oh, Leatherworks looks good. Yeah, your profit will be 289 a week. No, that's not economical. Wait, how much is it again? 289. Okay, let's look at grapes. What? Minus 52? The cost is 5,000 dinars. Right now, your wine press will produce wine. Oh, because the top line is so low at 264. No wonder. Okay, we cannot sell it for a higher price. But in terms of hides, the top line is good at 636. The problem is we'll have to feed it. How about iron? See, iron is not bad too. So if we can access the materials from Corral and bring it over here, and Corral is not very far from here, we can do this, right? The top line is good at 894. That's the important part. Do you wish to proceed? No, that's not economical. How about a weavery to make wool cloth from wool? Uh, 6,000. Right now, your wool 522. So the top line is 522. 522. So wool from wool. How about wool from flax? Oh, minus. Wool from wool, 522. 190. Upkeep is 120. Okay, this is something new. In our first playthrough, we did not have that option of wool on wool. Hold on, let's go back to the marketplace. So we're seeing flax here, right? But we lose money. But wool from wool actually makes sense. Like this is linen. Just turn into flax maybe? Or this is wool cloth. Huh. So wool cloth from wool makes sense. Right? See, we have wool over here and we cannot get a good price for it. So that means it's cheap over here, right? This one is wool, yeah. Okay, that's something we can consider. Okay, head back. I wanted to... Key is to... wait, okay, let's make our way over to tier. Let's check out what's in Quinn. Wow, see, there's so many grapes over here. So it makes sense to actually invest in a winery in Sargoth. Look at that, they have grapes. And yet, so if we feed it, it's going to be very lucrative for us. I think the problem is because the top line is low. Wow, sometimes this game is a little mixed up right now because since we have access to grape production, then in theory we should be able to have a good business there, right? So, but right now it's all about the top line. So in this game, the sale price of the commodity has the biggest influence on the game, assuming we feed it. Because if we're going to treat this as a an economic, wow, that is really cheap in terms of pure economics, right? That means we have to go around, move from villages to villages, and feed our businesses in the towns. Tavern. Who's over here? Wandering troubadour. Oh, slave trader. But I see none of your merchandise. A trader? Oh yeah, I certainly am. My term is a bit different from most. However, it has to be fed and watered twice a day and tries around if I turn my back. Close enough. I'll call myself a man who keeps every boat on this ocean moving. Boats are driven by oars, you see. And oars need men to pull them or they stop. That's where I come in. Oh, galley slaves. A trading port like this couldn't survive without them. The ships lose a few hands on every voyage. So there's always a high demand. The captains comes to me and they pay well. Where do the slaves come from? Mostly I deal in convicted criminals bought from the authorities. Others are prisoners of war from various nations, brought to me because I offer the best prices. However, on occasion I'll buy from privateers and other individuals. You can't be picky about your supplies in this line of work. You wouldn't happen to have any prisoners with you, would you? Me? No. Why not? If you intend to set foot outside this town, you're going to cross swords with someone sooner or later, and God willing, you'll come out on top. Why not make some extra money off the whole thing? Take them alive, bring them back to me, and I'll pay you 50 dinars for each head. Don't much care who they are or where they come from. So looters, we get a better price. So he gives a good price for looters because we only get 32 bucks from the ransom. There's yeah. From ransom brokers we only get 32 bucks. Okay. Take a walk around the streets. Looking for the guild master should be that guy over here. Okay, how about a productive enterprise? Bakery. Ooh, bakery. The great. See, the top line for bakery is the best. Bakery, the top line is 312. Elsewhere, we were looking at 250. No wonder we can make 162 over here. That's not economical. How about brewery? Brewery 208. Not bad either. How about hides? Ouch. 175 a week. It's no good. 175 dinars a week. That's not very good. You know, the bread business is actually more productive. How about grapes? The problem is all about the top line. It's 292 only. Okay. How about olives? Again, the top line is very low. The top line on olives. How about iron? 780. No, that's not economical. How about wool from wool? 108. No, that's not good enough for me. How about wool from flax? Linen from flax. Oh, we lost money. We lose money. Okay. The reason is I think the bread actually makes sense here.